The WWE Universe thought this Friday was going to be different. They thought Cody Rhodes was finally going to walk into Smackdown, find Pat McAfee, and make him pay for everything that went down the week before. Familia, they were wrong. And what actually happened at the SAP Center in San Jose was 10 times more explosive, 10 times more painful, and 10 times more personal than anyone could have scripted. Stay locked in, because this one hits different. Smackdown on April 10 opened with the fallout from the previous week's Savage attack, and before the first match even happened, the tension was already suffocating. Cody Rhodes arrived at the arena with murder in his eyes, you could see it. He walked straight up to SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis and asked one question: where is Pat McAfee? Aldis stopped him cold, informing the WWE champion that Pat hadn't arrived yet, but more importantly, that there were strict orders. Cody was not to put his hands on McAfee. Not tonight. Not under any circumstances. The American Nightmare looked like a man being asked to swallow fire. And then Jelly Roll stepped in, the man who had also been on the receiving end of Orton's venom, and he said something that cut straight to the bone. He told Cody, "This is about you and Orton. This is about 20 years of history." And then he walked away. 20 years. Let that marinate for a second. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes have been circling each other in this industry since Cody was barely a kid finding his footing in a business his father built. And now, with WrestleMania 42 just days away, the Viper has chosen to weaponize every single one of those years, not in a match, not in a ring, but through manipulation, through calculated strikes, and through the most unlikely ally he could have possibly found. The previous week, Pat McAfee answered Randy Orton's mysterious phone calls and returned to SmackDown to help the Viper launch a surprise attack on the undisputed WWE champion. McAfee punted Cody Rhodes during that SmackDown in St. Louis, a brutal, deliberate act that sent shockwaves through the entire WWE universe. So when Friday night rolled around, every single person inside that SAP Center was waiting for Cody to collect. But WWE had different plans. Pat McAfee's music hit, and out he came, smug, loud, completely unrepentant. He stood in that ring and had the audacity to revisit CM Punk's words from Monday Night Raw, only to use the moment to announce a 25% discount on WrestleMania Saturday tickets. And then, because Pat McAfee never knows when to stop, he started talking about Randy Orton chasing his 15th World Championship. That's when Cody Rhodes' music finally hit. And Familia, the roof came off. Rhodes walked to that ring, microphone in hand, and told McAfee straight, grab a replica title, get the superstar experience, and then go say thank you to whoever sent him there and go home. He wasn't done. Cody looked McAfee dead in the eyes and reminded him what pro wrestling is actually about: the fans. He called them family. He refused to let McAfee dismiss them as marks. And then he delivered the line that brought the entire arena to its feet. For the first time in the history of professional wrestling, every single fan agreed on the same thing: they want to see Randy Orton at WrestleMania, and they do not want to see Pat McAfee. Go home, Pat. He dropped the mic. The crowd erupted. But McAfee? He didn't go home. He fired back, calling Cody the fakest person in the business: spray tan, dyed hair, fake teeth, a $10,000 suit he wears because Ric Flair made it cool. He called him a silver spoon kid who cosplays as a wrestler. He dug into Cody's legacy, his family, everything sacred to the American Nightmare. And then he crossed a line that nobody in that building expected. He brought up Triple H, telling Cody to crawl back up his boss's backside to get another golden opportunity. That did it. Cody turned back around. He started walking back toward the ring. And that's when the trap snapped shut. Randy Orton appeared on the giant screen, and he had Jelly Roll. He had laid Jelly Roll out on the entrance ramp, the man who had nothing to do with any of this except show up to support his friend. Orton used Jelly Roll as bait, as a distraction, as a leash to drag Cody Rhodes exactly where he wanted him. Cody had to make a choice: go after McAfee and leave Jelly Roll helpless, or rush to his friend's aid and walk right into the Viper. There was no good choice. Randy Orton left Cody Rhodes lying on the canvas despite Jelly Roll trying to return and help after driving the WWE Championship belt directly into Cody's forehead. Cold, calculating, vicious. That's Randy Orton at his most dangerous, not when he's angry, but when he's patient. When he's already thought 10 steps ahead of everyone in the building. And now the picture is clear. This isn't just a championship rivalry. This is psychological warfare. Randy Orton does not need to physically dominate Cody every single week because he's already dominating him mentally. He's getting inside Cody's head, making him react, making him rush, making him emotional. Plans are already forming for after WrestleMania 2. Reports indicate that WWE is building toward Orton and McAfee teaming together at Backlash to face Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll in what could be an explosive tag match. This alliance has legs, Familia. This isn't just a one-night angle. Fans online pushed back hard after the Smackdown, with some arguing that having Randy Orton play second fiddle to Pat McAfee in his own WrestleMania storyline is a creative misstep. And honestly, that's a fair conversation to have. When you've got a legend like Orton chasing his 15th world title, the last thing you want is for a celebrity to be eating up the screen time. But here's the thing, whether you love it or hate it, you're talking about it. And in WWE, that's the whole game. Cody Rhodes walks into WrestleMania 42 as the undisputed WWE champion. He walks in as the man who finished the story. But Randy Orton walks in with momentum, with McAfee in his corner, and with a blueprint for dismantling everything the American Nightmare stands for. He's not just coming for the title. He's coming to prove that Cody Rhodes only has this moment because of who his father was and who his boss is, and that without those two names, he's nothing. WrestleMania 42 is days away, familia. The Viper is locked in. The champion is fighting on two fronts. And the road to the grandest stage of them all has never been bloodier. Drop your predictions below. Does Cody survive Orton and McAfee? Or does the Viper finally get championship number 15? If you're new to the familia, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. We don't do filler here. Just fire. Always.